Hello there, fellow summoners. MaddogHT here, and got my last Alliance War video that I'm uploading for Season 23. This is War number 11. We're facing GGIR, the Infinity Rangers, and I'm on this path 1. Again, first note up is against a Tigra. And with her being like fully unblockable, while that regen is up, it can be problematic at times. I tried to go in with a light intercept and she didn't have it, was backing off, kind of waited it out. And then from here on out, I'm just trying to do some shorter combos to try to get a lot of incinerates on. And man, she just melts so fast. I am boosted up. And here, the next fight we have Mole Man. This is a stubborn war. All of our wars in Season 23 were stubborn. Mole Man on the Masochism, Indomitable. And so for this one, I'm going to go in with Thing. So Thing is a stubborn attacker / defender. I had my buddy tag along on this lane with me to apply the pre-fight from White Magneto, which is going to let me parry without triggering Masochism. I mean, technically I could do double parries, but at some point he's going to start shrugging off those from his monster mass and just get a little bit annoying for just a slight bit before he goes into his frenzy. But we just figured that this would be an easier way, and we really didn't need any other backup or assistance anywhere else in Tier 1, so this is how we used our extra 10th guy. And so you can see, like, for this fight, I can get the parries off. I do also get the extra attack because he's Thing is a hero, so 15% extra attack as well. And I'm just getting my parries, and then I'm just baiting specials. His specials are very easy to get away from, and special 2 is very easy to counter. So I kind of backed off there on the first one. And like on a special 1 where he throws out that little shock beam on the ground, you can easily just parry that. And yeah, this fight goes really well. Pretty easy with the pre-fight passive stun. And here I build up the rock stacks, throw off an L3 with 20 stacks, going to convert those, going to be fully unstoppable and unblockable coming out of this. And we're just building up those rock stacks and furies as best we can. We're at 46 right now, so we're almost at max damage with Thing, and we're halfway through, 2 minutes in. And he's going to go down pretty quick from here. And yeah, really didn't have too many instances, I don't think at all, where he was fully indestructible. I've been able to apply plenty of destructibles with my parries. But yeah, so this Mole Man's gonna go down. There I do trigger the Masochism because my L2 has a stun on it when you're at full rock stacks. Not a big deal. But that's like the only time that I triggered Masochism this whole fight because of the White Magneto pre-fight. Go in, counter, and he is down for the count. Mole Man. And next up we got Mr. Fantastic. This is an interesting placement for him. For this fight, I'm not too concerned though. Thing does great, so I'm not going to be throwing specials. And you're gonna see I came in with 87% health. I'm just gonna redline it the whole way. It's gonna boost up his furies that he gets from the strike counter fury node, and that's gonna allow me to trigger protection like all the time on any parries. And then I'm gonna have the taunt on me from his L1, and depending on if I already have a crit buff on me or not, I'll get the stagger as well. And those two are gonna actually heal me up. I think I end this fight at full health, so I gained the 13% health. It's kind of nice. And basically I'm just going to hit him a lot while he's under the stun, particularly when he puts debuffs and whatever on me, because I just don't want him to evade. And I'm building up the rock stacks, but I'm already at max, but I always am just keeping those 20 rock stacks right there, so pretty much I can't take any damage when I have that protection up, which is really, really nice. And we left up the Power Focus 1 node, which now on Season 24 they removed these link nodes, so Power Focus 1, he basically is not going to get to an L2, it's just not going to happen, which is really nice. But that's really not an option going forward, which is okay. It was a nice little tweak to kind of leave that node up when it was available. And yeah, we're pretty much all the way healed back up. We're starting to hit really hard with all those furies, and you know, just parry, hit while he's under the stun. You can do a light attack to finish, and if he happens to evade, if I have debuffs and stuff on me from his L1, then I'll be able to back up on those light attacks. And yeah, this is, I think right there I was trying to bait out another special one because I wanted to get some more healing. So like right now you can see I'm at full yellow bar, and yeah, we're going to kill him. I should have just thrown an L3 a few hits ago, but we take him down, no problem. And next up we're gonna get this Black Widow Clairvoyant. This is Power Snack, Backup Recovery. This is a pretty easy self-explanatory fight for Thing, because Power Snack goes out the window because he can't be nullified. He's immune to that. Claire is going to be throwing some special ones, which is not a big deal. It is going to get me some Furies built up faster because those bleeds are going to take off a few rock stacks. Not a big deal. It's going to give her some power, but it's just the very beginning. So like she's already gotten to 14, 16, 17, 20. Now she's at full Clairvoyant charges. She's not going to gain any more power from trying to get bleeds on me or anything like that. And you can see like she does also have Suicide, so that's helping a ton with her throwing a lot of specials. And this fight goes pretty fast. She was at pretty much no power when Backup Recovery kicked in, and yeah, this, you know, Thing's a great matchup for Black Widow Clairvoyant. And I think she's gonna have her throw an L2, and I think I'm gonna get the buff immunity. It's a 50-50 chance, but it's good because I'm getting some heal. I'm just kind of backing off, healed up. Now, after I took this fight down, later on, I did fight a ManThing on EMP, and my recording was really jacked up in this tier 2. It failed it totally, and this is the only part of the recording that I got from node 30, which was right after that with the Iceman. So I went into this fight thinking I didn't need it, but I wanted to get Guillotine 2099 charged up, and I knew that I was going to take some ice damage, cold snap damage from the start, and then I got hit by an L1, got clipped, and you see like right when the recording actually started, I was healing and I barely survived. I did bank the 100 combo, but yeah, it was somewhat sketchy. And so the rest of this fight got recorded. This is a Hulkbuster on Buffet, node 40. Thing's immune to shock, which is great for Hulkbuster. He's immune to Buffet because he can't be nullified, so if I trigger Dex or I trigger Unstoppable, Unblockable for my specials, no big deal. So basically this guy doesn't have anything going for him at all in this fight, except stubborn, but Thing is also stubborn, so I got plenty of rock stacks to kind of just deal with, just doing short combos. I'm trying to build up my rock stacks and furies as quickly as possible to get to max damage on Thing. And yeah, we take this fight out, no problem. And then I have an issue with the recording on my next fight, which was a Black Panther Civil Warrior, or Civil War, not Civil Warrior, and it only records like the very end. So I had a ton of footage on my phone and I had deleted a bunch, but it was all in my recycle bin and I hadn't recycled it, and so basically I ran out of storage. So that's why the ManThing fight was totally lost. I did solo that one. I soloed it with Thing. It was an easy fight. Snuck out of that Iceman fight with Guillotine 2099. I got clipped twice on the L1s, and the cold snap damage when I started the fight out, it was like 30% damage. It was a lot more than I thought it was going to be, but anyways, I snuck out of that fight. Ended up with like 30% health, and I'll put some health pots in to use her against the Apocalypse on Polka Dot Power coming up. But here we're in Assassin's range now on this Hulkbuster, and we throw off a big L3, and we almost take him down. He was still stunned, so we're going in right after that special, and we take him out. So Hulkbuster on Buffet goes down, no problem for Thing. And then here's the Black Panther Civil War fight. I was waiting for this node to go down. So you see I had no energy, and then here, this is what was recorded when I went back in. We applied the white Magneto pre-fight to him so I could stun him without getting stun reflected on his armor ups, and it worked great. There was just one time where I tried to do a heavy and he had armor ups, and I shouldn't have done that, and he had that unstoppable mechanic that he tagged me once. But so this is later on, the next morning. We heal up Guillotine 2099 from the Iceman damage that we took earlier last night, put on our boosts, and we're just gonna go in. The whole plan here is to block. I'm not gonna be trying to really dex any of the specials because of the indestructibles from Stubborn, and I'm just gonna block bait his heavies and do some intercepts here and there. And yeah, this is Guillotine 29 is such a great champ for taking out Apocalypse. And then I am going to be getting some power here and there from the degens that I'm applying to Apocalypse, and that's going to be coming from the Polka Dot Power. Any debuff allows, or damage over time debuff allows you to gain some power, and so I'm going to use those L1s where I can. So here I triggered the indestructible. I'm just going to block all this, counter it, remove the indestructible, do an L1, drain them, hard block, bait those heavies, and then just keep going at it. And you know, as long as you're doing that early blocking mechanic, he just won't throw a special. He'll just kind of hammer into you. You can block bait the heavy, retaliate, and you can see that was super fast, super quick. Probably didn't even need to heal up, but I did because that's what a responsible alliance mate will do. And then here I'm like, hey, Doom Slug, he was going to apply the white Magneto for that Spider Ham. He didn't use it. He just went in with Venom and took him out. And I'm like, okay, well, hey, give me the last white Magneto pre-fight for this Doom. This is an unduped rank 3. I'm all boosted up from that Apocalypse, and we're just looking for a solo, closing out this war. I think we already had this war won pretty solid. It was a pretty close war, and then towards the end it kind of got a little bit of separation. But the Infinity Ranger guys, GGIR, it was a good fought war. And so I put on a regen boost just because I know I was going to be taking some block damage from Dr. Doom. Just he's got a lot of block penetration, and trying to block as much as I can and then back out so that I can keep those Nova Flames on, and I'm getting some late back outs. And I'm like, okay, you're going to throw your special, dude? Come on. So we're just doing a little dance. We dex, parry, and we just block all that. I probably should have dexed, because that was a lot more damage than I thought it was going to be. But man, that block penetration, it is just straight nasty. I do have like max boost on for this. I just wanted to get the solo, and so we get a dex, and then we're trying to get a block and back out in time. Again, this guy isn't awakened, so you can't get shocked when these crits from the precision crits from Dex get removed, which is really nice. And yeah, so we get out of that L2, hit him with an L2. I have the science boost on, but you know, Torch's L2s don't hit really hard. Didn't get a lot of power back, but it was just enough to kill him. Kind of backed off, and yeah, we get the solo. We won the war, and yeah, it was a lot of fun. Yeah, we were hitting up the island, and I put in boom shaka laka after we were taking down some stuff, so that was kind of fun. Anyways, we won this war. No deaths for me for this war, which was nice. And yeah, thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace.